In today's lesson, we'll be doing lesson 5/6, describing the center of a distribution using the mean. Okay? Teachers are mean. We are mean because we give you an average. Okay? And that's what the word mean means. Last week, we looked at describing the center of data using the median, which is the middle number when ordered least to greatest. And we also used the word mode to describe center, which is the number that happens the most. We can also describe data using the mean. Mean can be described as a typical or center value by evening out the data. We can do this by completing a fair share method. So let's underline this method right here. And today's lesson is going to be focusing on fair share. To do this, I'm going to scroll down my page here and we're going to do example 1 together. Suppose that Robert asked 5 6th graders how many pets each had. Their responses were 2, 6, 2, 4, 1. Robert showed the data with cubes as follows. Note that one student has 1 pet, 2 students have 2 pets each, 1 student has 4 pets, and 1 student has 6 pets. Robert also represented the data set in the following dot plot. So with these 2 examples, I'm going to show you the fair share method. Fair share is evenly sharing everything amongst all of the people that you have or all of the things you have. Okay, so we have 5 6th graders, okay? And I want to share all of these cubes to make sure that each person has a fair share of them, okay? So what you do is you take 1 cube from the highest tower and you move it to the lowest tower. Okay? Now this cube, this row has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is still the highest. So I'm going to take a cube away and fairly move it over to one of the ones that has the lowest, okay? Okay, so now these 2 cube sets match, okay? So I'm going to actually take 1 more from here and put it on the lowest one. This one now has 3. This one has 4. So I'm going to take 1 here and move it here, the lowest one. And now you can see that each stack of cubes has 3. Therefore, a general statement can be made, okay? The average number of pets 6th grade students have is 3. On average, everyone has 3 pets, okay? We can also do this fair share method with a dot plot, okay? You start at the outsides and you move the dots in 1 space each. So I'm going to take this dot at 6 and move it to 5. I'm going to take this dot at 1 and move it to 2. I'll take this dot at 5 and move it to 4. I'll take this dot at 2 and move it here. I'll take one of the 4s and move it here. One of the 2s and move it here. One of the 4s gets moved here. And the last one gets moved here. This fair share method using a dot plot also shows you that the average number of pets 6th grade students have is 3. Okay, so now if you scroll to the second page, if you flip over the second page, it is going to say we can use the sum of the deviations to prove our mean is correct. Using the previous example, calculate the sum of the deviations from the mean to prove your answer is correct. Okay, well, we had 1 person have 1 pet, 2 people had 2 pets, 1 person had 4 pets, and the other person, I believe, had 6 pets. Okay, let me scroll up just to verify my data. 1, 2, 2, 4, and 6. Okay, great. Okay, Now, we found our average, or our mean, to be 3. On average, people had 3 pets. A deviation is how far your data is from the mean. So let's calculate some deviations together. Okay, I'm actually probably going to make this a chart. This is our data. These are our deviations. Okay. 1, how far is 1 away from our mean of 3? It's down 2. How far is 2 from our mean of 3? Down 1. Another 2 is down 1. 4 is up 1. And 6 is actually up 3. Now we are going to calculate the sum of our deviations. My suggestion is to add all of the negatives together and then all of the positives together and see what happens, okay? -2 plus a -1 and a -1 means you have 4 negatives. 3 plus 1 means you have 4 positives. Now this is really cool. If your mean is correct, the sum of your deviations should equal 0. When you put -4 with a +4, you do indeed get 0. Now I would like you to try the exercises on your own to see how well you understand the lesson that I presented.